Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. This is Team of the Week 19 predictions for but there were a lot of potentials this week, and I have my starting lineup up on the screen. Go over here because I'm gonna have to explain a couple of them because I'm sure people are gonna be like, "Why did you leave this person out?" and so on. So kind of dip right into it. Mbappe had 2 goals, a 4-1 win over AS Monaco on Tuesday. Um, So I think he gets in. Has Ligoon played? They had a couple games early in the week, and then they were in cup action over the weekend, so they didn't have any other league games. So I think he should get in. There's a possibility. It's basically whatever EA wants to do. I mean, they could go any number of ways this week. And I'm going to explain why I've got some. Like I said, next is Erling Holland. Holland, I think it's Holland. How I think it was told to me pronounced. He had a hat trick in 45 minutes for Dortmund over the weekend, and I believe they won 5-2. I think it was. And they were down. They were actually down 2-0, I think, at the half or something like that. And they scored 5 goals in the second half. So I think he gets a. I think he's pretty much guaranteed an inform this week. So a couple link investments for him would be Jadon Sancho, his road to the finals card, and his in, and Marco Royce's goal should go up some this week. People that pack Poland and win. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into it now. So I left Sancho out. I mean he had 1 goal, 1 assist, and a 9.1 rating in that same game. But obviously I think Poland is going to get it from that game. I left Timo Werner out because he obviously just got a Player of the Month. He had 2 more goals in Leipzig's win, um, but I just could they throw him in possibly, but he's got the 89, and I don't see him doing him. Um, Ciro Immobile, as horrible as this sounds, and normally like anybody that gets a hat trick, I think should be in Team of the Week, but in this circumstance, he just had an inform week 17, so basically not even 2 weeks ago. And usually that there has to be like generally, not always there has to be about a 2 week gap in between before they give out another info. So I'm going to pass him over. Um, and then Ronaldo. I don't have Ronaldo in my team of the week either, though he scored both goals in a 2-1 win Sunday, I believe, for Juve. There's a possibility he gets in, but I figure his team of the year was just not too long ago as well. So I don't really think I went with other options this week um, that I think have a better shot of getting in. I need to do better than I did last week because I only had 9 right last week, and defenders and goalkeepers kind of tough this week. Pretty much everything else was not too hard to figure out, but um, it's all according to what way EA want to go. So moving on, we got Rafa. He had both goals, 2-1 or 2-0 win. Dika. So sure that assures him of getting in that game. Um, for Bayern, there's one other option, but I put Perisic in. Perisic had a goal and assist, and he had a 10 rating. And they had a clean sheet and a win. Sunday, I believe it was. I forgot. I can't remember. Um, but Thiago also had he had an assist in that game, and he had a 9 rating. But I just figure Perisic with the 1 goal, 1 assist, 10 rating, him again. Casemiro had both goals for Real Madrid in a 2 win on Saturday. So I'm pretty confident that he's going to get in. Some things that you might see go up with his card would be Marcelo and Varane. Don't mess with Varane's headliner. Let's look at Varane's informs, possibly even his gold card for those who can't afford. And Marcelo, excuse me, Marcelo's gold card. And I don't know if anybody, I don't know if I don't think he, I haven't seen him get a team. I don't think he, a couple investments for Casemiro. Sorry, I needed to drink water there. Moving on, as I mentioned, I left Timo Werner out. So from that game, I think Marcel Sabitzer gets in. He had a one goal, one assist with a rating in that 3-1 win. So he was basically the next best performer um, besides Werner. So I feel relatively confident he should get in. That should put him probably just right below his Scream card for the season. So we'll see kind of how that rates out there. Etienne Visca and Bull had one goal, one assist, 0.3 rating. He was by far the well, not by far, but one of the better performers for it. I think if I remember right, I think there was guys that had in that game, but he had the highest rating out of that, so that's why I threw him in. Aldo for Espanyol had assist and a 7.8 rating and a win, 2 win on I believe it was Saturday or Sunday. Like I said, defensive options were very, very slim. Um, I think I have them covered, but like I said, I'll mention like the pop. I think outside of what I in Virgil Van Dyke, uh, there's a possibility. So here's the possibility with it. I think he gets in. Uh, he basically scored the goal, kind of the game-winning goal. Salah put it away late. He had an 8 rating, clean sheet. Obviously the win. Um, there's some kind of there's debate on whether Van Dijk gets in or if Allison gets in as a goalkeeper for his assist to Salah in the 92nd minute, Manchester United. I'm going to go ahead and go with Van Dijk just because defensive options were. So that'll juice up the team of the week a little bit, and people would rather back his inform than Allison's. I don't know. Nicolas Sanchez for Monterrey, I believe. He had 2 goals in a 2 draw. He had an 8.6 rating. He actually tied the game up. So normally, I look for clean sheets and stuff like that. But he had such a good rating. He had 2 goals. He brought the team back to a draw. Played really well. So even though it was a draw, I think he might get in. And then Nick Pope for Burnley. He made a big penalty save against Leicester, kept Jamie Vardy's penalty out, which I was sad to see because Vardy in my fantasy team. Nonetheless, I think Nick Pope gets the nod. Uh, uh, like I said, last week was a tough week, so hopefully we do better this week. Starting with the subs, I have Wolo, Shawolo, or however you say his name for Freiburg. Yeah, he had 7 saves. Let's see, let me do a spreadsheet. He had 7 saves, and 8.3 rating, and a win over. Can't remember who. Sorry, I can't remember who they played. I don't like it when I don't know. Mains, FSV Mains, 2-1 win. Um, so I gave him nod. I had. There's a possibility that Chang Hoon 1 could get in from that game. He had an 8.5. He had one. But I gave the nod to Schwolo. The other goalkeeper that I think could get in, even though the game was a draw, would be actually. So there's two. Could be Gabriel from Lecce. He had 8 saves, 3 saves in the box, 2 punches, 5 high claims, but it was a 1-1 draw. Timo had 7 saves, 4 in the box, 1 punch, and 1 high claim. 8.1 win, and this is the one. I'm using myself. I think this is the one. Oh no. This is the one that I have him. Oh no, he's in the reserves, but John Cordoba is going to probably get the inform. SC Cole. He had 2 goals, almost a 9 rating in that. Had an 8. I gave the nod to Doba there. So Bolo backup goal. Gregorich had 1 goal, 1 assist, and a 9.5 rating in a win over Mönchengladbach, which kind of shocked me a little bit. Schalke upset Mönchengladbach, so I think Gregorich with that performance, 9.5 rating, a clean sheet. I think he gets in. Raul Jimenez, I took him over Adama Traore because he had the game tying and the game winning goals in that game. They came from 2-0 down to beat Southampton. So I think he gets in. Kevin Volland had 2 goals for Leverkusen, and they won. So be confident that he can get in. Ante Rebic had 2 goals, and he had the game winner for on in a win over Serie A this Sunday. I feel he's going to get in. And I kind of did an oddity next to the last 2 subs that I have. I actually put in both Alexander Sorloth and Anthony. They both had almost 10 ratings, 6-0. I believe it was 6-0 win in Superliga. Sorloth had a hat trick, and Mimi had 2 goals, 1 assist. They both had 3 points. So Mimi had the higher rating, so he could get in over Sorloth. But I felt like it was kind of hard to leave both of them out. Had such good performances. So I normally don't put 2 players from the same team in, but I went with those guys for ratings and sheets. Over here, I threw another Turkish guy in, Junior Fernandez. He had 2 goals, and I believe it was a 5-0 win, 5-1 win. Yeah, 5-1 because they didn't have a. He had an 8.7 rating, so I added him in. Ante Budimar. See, it's hard for me to see those markings. I believe it was Mallorca. Yeah, RCD Mallorca, and their 4-1 win over Valencia. That's a decent upset there. There was, let me look, because I didn't mark him down. If anybody else were to get an inform out of that, I don't think it could possibly be Danny Rodriguez. I think Budimar gets in with this. I don't really see anybody else in. Feyenoord have spread. Um, Feyenoord, Nikolai Jorgensen. He had 2 goals in and 3 Feyenoord 3-1 this weekend. So he was a big reason that W. So I've in as well. As I mentioned, I already put Cordoba in. If Cordoba doesn't get in, it could be Timo Horn. See about that. And then I kind of took a little risky, another defender, Miguelon Huesca. He had a goal and an assist in a 1 win, nothing win. Huesca, he had an 8.6 rating. He has a silver card, so I threw that was the only silver card I think. Oh no, I'm sorry. So I had two silvers in and on or alone or the silvers add in. So that's kind of how I see team of the week. Like I said before, for Holland, you can look at Marco Reus, Jadon Sancho, maybe even Julian Brandt wants to watch. Link investments for Mbappe, you could look at Neymar's gold card. Perisic, I don't know if there's anything. I mean, I guess maybe Lewandowski, one of his informs. Like I said, Casemiro, Marcelo, and Varane. Sabitzer, you could maybe look at Werner. Van Dijk, you can look at if Van Dijk gets in, you could look at Robertson and Allison. If Allison were to get in, then it would probably be Van Dijk that's back up. Uh, Adama, if Jimenez gets in, Adama might go up a little bit, although he's kind of um, not really goals. I don't really, doesn't really, kind of hard to link. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Lozano. I don't know. Volland, you could maybe look at German, so you could look at any of the German cards, center mids, wingers. Rebic, you might see people might try to link him to Imovic's on card now. So those are some investments. Outside of that, I don't really a lot that as far as like investments are looking to flip. I've actually already flipped a couple of informs this week. I got a Coutinho. I'm trying to flip. I got a couple Marco Reus. Cards that could get in um, that I don't have in. So Stuani had 2 goals, no assists, and 8.5 rating. I already mentioned Sancho, Werner, Immobile, and Aldo. Traore, I don't think he gets in. Alex Vidal is a potential. He had 1 goal. He used to be a right back, but now he's playing right mid for Deportivo Alaves. There's a possibility he gets in, but his rating was kind of low. He scored the only goal in a 1-0 win. I can't remember Friday or Saturday. Um, Dominic Berardi, he had 1 goal for Serie A. I don't think he'll get in. Uh, Sergio Canales, Real Betis, he had 1 goal assist. In rating, I left him out because I felt there was other kind of other options that were a little bit better, in my opinion. João Pedro had 2 goals, no draw. I left him out. Brian Lozano had 1 goal, 1 assist. To get MX, he had an 8.9 rating, man, but he is a silver card, so that's Hans Vanaken for Club Brugge. He had 2 goals. Excuse me, yeah, he had 2 goals. Um, it was I think it was 2-1 or 3-1. Left him out, and Lucas Leiva. He had an assist, but he had a 7 point rating. So, I mean, the only obvious contender for me that Lazio game was play, but Lucas Leiva or Cherby could get in. A Cherby had an assist as well, but he got subbed off in the 68th. So I feel like if anybody gets it from that team, and then defensively, um, and like I said, it was a very slim pickings this week. Team Federico Fernandez, he didn't have any goals or assists, but he had a 7.9 rating. They had a clean Chelsea in a so to get in because I didn't feel like anybody Castle deserved to get in. I know I've seen some people having St. Maximum in for an assist, but rating wasn't that, so I don't see it. Um, Mason Holgate had an 8.6 rating and an assist, one draw. Uh, West Ham possibility that he could get in. And then as I mentioned before, um, Timo Timo Horn. I almost started to say Timo Werner again. Timo Horn could potentially get in as a goalkeeper, but I think John Cordova nod from C. Colm. Gabriel, like I said, Gabriel had a huge game, but a draw. And Mitrovic for um, God, my mind just went. Gotta go. I gotta go look now because I can't remember. Ibar. I don't know. I wanted to say something like Club Leon or something. Anyway, Mitrovic had a decent game um, against in the Liga. He had a clean sheet and a 7.8 rating. Um, those are the other potentials that I see getting in. Like I said, I really don't see Ronaldo getting in. I really don't see Immobile getting in. Uh, or do I see Werner getting in? So it's going to be interesting to see. Um, I feel like I have a pretty decent team of the week. I mean, it's 86 rated, 88, a couple 92s. And then there's, you know, 5, 84, 83, and 82, a couple 82s. We'll see how it pans out. Um, so hopefully you guys like the video. Hopefully you watch some of the other ones with the marquee matchups and the mid-icon trading. So I appreciate the new subs lately. Appreciate everybody checking out the YouTube channel because it's giving me a way to make content right now while I work on getting my health back in order before I start actually in. So I appreciate you guys stopping by to check it out. Smash the thumbs up. Hope you guys have a great week, and we'll be back with some more content later in the week. So you guys have a good catch you later. Peace out.